because the first time I actually got in an airplane where I got my hands on the controls and I got to fly it, it was it. That was it. That's when I knew what I was going to do for sure. I am a FedEx 777 captain, so I do the long haul overseas flying. First time I ever got on a jet that I remember, I was like 5 or 6 years old going to Fairbanks. That's when I fell in love with airplanes. Usual, I flew every day, twice a day, 6 days a week. And I got all of those ratings in 9 months. Normally takes longer than that. Then I had to actually build my time. So then I had to get a flight instructor and built my time that way. So the whole time from when I started to when I got my first airline job of the big jets was 10 years. I've hit some very, very bad turbulence, and all we do is put the seatbelts, strap them down tighter, and we're kind of along for the ride. In the moment, you don't get scared. You might get on the ground and go, holy Toledo, we just got through that. And then you just like, okay, well, that's part of the job. So, and you move on next day. There's a little combo actually to that. You know, growing up in Alaska, you do a lot, everywhere you go, you have to get on an airplane to get out of here. And it was the same thing when I grew up in Anchorage in my early years, and I'm actually third generation pilot. My grandfather was a pilot, my dad and my uncle were pilots, and then I am, so I kind of look at it was in the blood. I've gotten paid to see the world from different viewpoints that other people don't get to see. There's good and bad to everything, but even with all the negatives, I couldn't imagine doing anything else. Flying the plane, it's you making sure that airplane does what it needs to do. Ask anybody that went to high school with me, they would know that that's a big yes, because I was always the one that was obsessed with airplanes and everybody thought I was a little goofy. There's been challenges, absolutely. I started back in the 90s, and there were definitely times that I had to prove myself more as a female pilot than the guy pilots. But it didn't take much after that, because then once they just realized I was one of them, everything, I was treated just like everybody else. I was flying from Kenai to Anchorage, it was on a turboprop, my commuter days. And we hit a pocket of turbulence so hard that we actually started getting cargo door warnings. We strapped down and everything. I saw a hand up, hand down, legs plastered, because we were just getting thrown all over the place. The takeoff and landings are the most critical and can be the most dangerous part of the actual flight. So that's where your adrenaline's going, you're having to pay attention to everything. I basically push a button and the flight plan comes up. I do have to check it and make sure it's what's flight planned. And everything, a lot of it's automated on that realm. But at the same time, that allows me to be able to do more work and get us out faster than we normally would without it. So technology's been huge, even on the communication side of things. For me, it's looking outside. Like if I'm in the back and the airplane's really warm and we're bouncing around and I'm not up front, I just have to look outside, breathe deep. That's about all you can do. The misnomer between freighters and passenger carriers, we all do the same thing. Same training, same experiences, same thing getting up there, except you may have military versus passenger. But it's the same aircraft, same procedures, same emergency procedures, same everything. The only difference is my passengers are boxes. Sometimes dogs, sometimes cows, sometimes cars, sometimes alligators. I am allowed to go to 65. So it's another 10 years. I don't know if I'll go that long, because flying international is actually very hard on the body. So I'm kind of shooting for 60. Only thing you'll know if piloting is for you is to get into an airplane.